Hello everyone and welcome back to the Norfolk Southern Railway here on Railroader. Now we are in the engine shed on another glorious morning in game and currently have 4 skeleton cars sat in the shed. And the reason for that is I've had a bit of a prang. If we have a look on our railroad, the operation safety, we're at 86%. So we need to get this up. So that is today's job. No more accidents. No more bumping the cars too hard. And if we take a look at this right now, see they are, that one at least is 100%, that one's 100%. So these are all repaired thankfully, so we can go and pull those out. But we've got a whole rake of wagons if we run over here that are going to need cycling into the shed and repairing throughout the day, which means no logging. However, we have, there's still some loading to do, so we'll worry about cycling those through later. Now we have, however, as I was about to say, got a couple of updates here on the Norfolk Southern Railway. See, because we are now completed our bridge to Bryson. So we're going to hop over to Bryson in a moment and bring the first passenger train of the morning, or certainly get it ready for bringing through. But I have another addition, and it's to do with this thing right here, the diesel fueling point. Because you may be able to see it already. Over here, sat at the interchange, we've got a nice new shiny diesel. And this is going to be his first working. It's humming away. It is an SW1. Numbered for the Norfolk Southern, the modern Norfolk Southern that is. So we're going to be mixing a bit of reality with a bit of fiction. I mean, the original Norfolk Southern Railway never actually came this far west. It was in North Carolina, but you'd have to go, I think, about 40 miles to the east, find their old stomping ground. So, alright, let's have a look what we've got on the interchange yard. What are we shuffling through today? Because this looks like we've got a pretty full load. So, we've got a Whittier sawmill. I'm guessing this is sawmill. Yep. Another sawmill, another sawmill. You know what? Let's go ahead and add all of these to our wish list. And there's probably an easier way of doing that. That's that boxcar. Another flat car for the sort. Well, now if we wanted to be really picky, we could split these out. Put the flat cars on one track, box cars on another. I don't know if I want to get that technical with it. But, you know, if you guys watch this video, you can let me know on that. Should we be switching boxcars to one track and flat cars to another? Right, so we've got Whittier house track. I don't think I've shunted anything onto the house track yet. So that's going to be fun and interesting. That's the little spur over by the depot. Dealer Farm Supply, not Farm. Dealer Farm. So, Bryson Lumber, Coal and Supply Company. Yeah, we're going through to Bryson. Now I am going to break this up here in the yard because I want those sawmill cars certainly pulled out separately. Standard Oil, that is another new customer over in Bryson. So let's go and add that to our switch list. Appalachian Hardwoods. Now we'll later on in the video we'll look at where all these places are. I'm not going to take you on the full journey over to Bryson with the freight cars. Probably do a little bit of switching for you now. Just bringing these cars out. I'm going to dump them on this middle track. And I'll say I'll pull this load as far as the house track. Switch that out. And then we'll probably cut it a bit. But in the meantime, we need to hop over to Bryson. So, pull up our map. We're gonna hit the jump button. And here we are at Bryson. Just click on this. There we go. Now we can have a nice look around Bryson. So plenty of switching opportunities here. We could turn this into our base of operations if we wanted to. And we've got a nice roundhouse over there. We've got a water tower, coaling tower. But personally, I like the idea of keeping Whittier as our base of operations just for now. Not least because we are eventually going to head back east to Silver. And that will move our interchange yard backwards towards Silver. Which I think is going to give us about 8 miles of running track. So let's start loading up. Copy our instructions. Those who may not have seen this before, we do have 2 coaches and they're named and numbered after rolling stock that North Carolina Department of Transport own. The era and style of coaches is completely wrong. I get that, but you know, it's having a bit of fun. We've got dogwood and we have grey squirrel. We are going to add to this. I'm looking to get an observation car, but if we look at the finances, 391 is balanced because we've got a 14 grand loan. I mean, we can take 44. Wow. We've got a 14 grand loan because of buying our diesel loco. Now these are going to take... Okay. I was going to say, these are going to take a while to get loaded up. We've still got 22 passengers sat here. Kind of feel bad now. But anyway, we're going to jump on board a loco here. Ah, I see. We're still on AI mode. Right. So we can set our reverser. All the brakes are off. Have a lean out the window. And we're going to get rolling. In fact, I want this view. Now, yes, technically we shouldn't be pushing our passenger train down the main line. Certainly not how far we're going, which is we're at mile marker 64 and we're going so 58 and a half. So 6.5 miles. We shouldn't be running that far in reverse with the loco pushing. I get that. And I will try and go prototypical operations at a later date. However, it does get more complicated when we get our observation car on the rear of the train, because we are going to have to flip the train. And if we look, there is a Y here, but I'm told that this Y will only fit 4 vehicles in it. So your locomotive and 3 passenger cars will not take a rake of 4, so that could become a problem. And no one wants the observation car the wrong way round. So we'll see. I'm going to let this run itself down to Ela, and I will catch you back at Whittier when we start doing our switching. So you've rejoined me now on board our SW1 switcher. Gonna jump inside the cab, and it's a nice cab. We have a horn over here. We have got a door so we can walk out. We've got a bell. We've got our train brake, our independent brake. All the brakes are off right now. So we're gonna go put our reverser in reverse. Gonna squeeze that throttle, and we can start moving away. Now, some of you may be wondering about the colouring that I've gone with here, because it's not very Norfolk Southern, either for the original railway or the modern railroad. This colour comes from the Great Eastern Railway in the UK. This blue. And I think it kind of suits the loco well. Your opinions may differ, but let me know down in the comments. Do you think that colour works? Does it not? Interesting to know what you guys think. But for now, it's certainly staying. It's the same blue, incidentally, that we've got on our skeleton log cars. I'm gonna throw that switch. Guess what we should do? Get some lights on. Now, if anyone's wondering why have I gone and grabbed the loco so quick, like this, and took a nice big chunky loan. Well, the loan part doesn't worry me. I think we'll be able to pay it off soon enough. But the reason I wanted diesel loco is you really have to work our steam locos at this stage. And yes, I could have got a more powerful steam locomotive for a lot cheaper than a diesel, but I'm a diesel man. And also, I honestly didn't know how many cars we were going to end up with sat over here at the interchange yard. And I wanted something that, no matter how many cars we had to drag over to Bryson, we had the power to do so. We're just going to come nice and gentle. Grab our cars. We'll connect up. Release that handbrake. Release that handbrake. Do a quick brake test. Make sure that we are getting positive breakage all the way along. Yep. We'll bleed that off. Of course, now we need to go along and cut out our sawmill cars. Sawmill, house track. And there we go. Put a jerk in there while the couplers take up the slack. There we go. Easily rolling away with this 246 tons. Back. I'm gonna grab a quick screenshot of that. First switching maneuvers with our diesel locomotive. Leave, yep, almost there. Come on, little train, you can do it. It's just nicely rolling through. Give it a little bit of brakes. Spin the camera so we're not clashing with the edge of the shed. Now we grab some power and just push these through. Back. What technically could do now we have them rolling is yes. Hear that? Yeah. Did that bit wrong, Nick. But that is how you don't perform a loose shunt. Let's go ahead and grab these once again. And what we're going to want to do, the easiest way of bleeding these is to reconnect, bring the pressure up, disconnect them correctly. Oh, we don't want to be that close on our looking. And I'm going to give them a bit of a push, get them rolling again. And it's time. Our cars are going to nicely roll away. Quick follow on there. We can just ride them gently into the siding. Unfortunately, because I shoved them and let them go so early, yeah, not actually going to make it. Ah. Oh well. Worth a try. Coming in a bit hot there. Yeah, you know what? Let's just push them in properly. If I'd got it up to about 5 or 10 mile an hour, we could have just done some fly shunting, got these in, but if you do it at such a low speed, there's a good chance that gravity and inertia will put pay to your plans. I think there might be a slight uphill as well. See, the speed is slowly leaching out. Wow. This cut of cars is only just going to give us room to run round. Right. There we go. I think we are nicely in there now. I'm going to put the handbrake on. Cut those off. And then we can run and go deliver that to the house track and take those up to Ealer Farm Supply. But that's all going to come in another video, guys, because I think we're at a good point here. So hopefully you've enjoyed having a look at our new SW1. The sun glinting off it right there. You know, I'm very happy with our new purchase. May have put us in debt, but I think, you know, a few runs with the log cars, a few passenger runs, we're going to make that money up, and within days. So anyway, that is going to be it for this video, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you have, you know, comments and thumbs up is always appreciated. And that said, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.